Hey YouTube, update on the wee Squier acoustic. Can you see what it's done? I can almost do a Will Patterson impression now. This is model number 093 slash 0300 slash 021, serial number CAA 005. It could be 2005, crafted in China. Don't know. It's I'm going to say it's definitely not a solid top. It's so hard to see whether these things are solid tops. I don't think it is. But the top's actually in really good condition. It's really shiny and there's no dents in it. The rest of the guitar's a bit bashed and scraped, and I've not really given it a proper clean. If I can get the light, you see it there? It's kind of like thingy. And there was a bash here, which I've see what I've done? I've got like the plastic bit you never use for a neck plate. Put a volume and a tone in, stuck a strat, a wee bit of Dremel, I did a bit of that in video. I might insert that here, or I might not. It depends. This is a make sure the guitar's worth it before I go for a proper cleaning. It's just round the edges, it looks pretty shit. But I mean, it's got a bit of a dent there as well, actually, which you used to be able to feel on the back of the neck. I just sanded it a wee bit, so you can see it. It looks shit, but you can't see it when you're playing because it's on the underside. You can't really feel it. It's not somewhere your hand goes when you're playing, so can't really be bored fixing it. This would be an amazing guitar for the summer camping thing and all that, but obviously it's got a pickup in it, so with a volume and a tone. All beginners want an electroacoustic. You can always tell when someone's a beginner when they're not played the guitar much, or they're not that into it. It's like, oh, what kind of guitar you got? I've got an electroacoustic. It's like, an acoustic then, mate. But the problem I always had with electroacoustics was there's situations for them, but they're not really any use in the house because the guitar's already really loud. So, there. You've got it mic'd up coming through a different channel, so it'll be much louder than it is for me. And I'm not using an acoustic amp in, I'm just using the wee orange. Does mean you can put reverb on it though, actually, I think about it. And I always think it looks cool when you put a Strat pickup in an acoustic. You do have to Dremel away a wee bit of the sound tool to make it fit. But I don't think, see when you get, the big Seymour Duncan woody things? Does it Seymour Duncan make them? The big pickups that sit over the sound tool. This is where the sound of the guitar comes out. So if you've got that big thing strapped on, it's it kind of limits the amount. It's like putting your hand, you're using your hands over your ears. It's like, no, that's... So this doesn't really impact the output of the guitar very much. It does. The only downside I see in it is if you want to adjust the truss rod, you have to take out the pickup, but it's just 2 screws, so it's not like, and then you just put it back in again. It's not glued or anything like that. It will come out. Nobody ever adjusts truss rods though. What was I playing there? Got a tone if you want that on. delay if I start with a pedaling. I do. It's not going, it's just going to feed back in it, Billy. Does it, Muff? Kind of seems to. Is it making a difference? That's the spark pedaling. The thing about having a loop pedal, which is technology that never used to exist when I started playing the guitar, is I can just record that there and then hear what it actually sounds like. Like the backing. Just what does it sound? How acoustic does it sound? Oh. I just pressed the wrong button. It's enough to play along with anyway, certainly. Maybe not the most acoustic-y of sounds, but if you're talking about using it for a looper, and the fact that actually using the big muff pedal there kind of worked, which I was just expecting a mess of feedback, but I think tastefully used, you can get away with that in acoustic jam. Just turn up, oh, sorry, I've got this, I've got a wee pedal there, what is it, just a tuner and a big muff. So I mean, you could blast out some amazing... I'm really liking this guitar actually. It doesn't, I put the wrong strings on it. Well, no, I bought the wrong strings before. The phosphor bronze ones, which I don't like as much as the nickel ones on acoustics, but at least they're new and they're good. And easy to play. Just a good acoustic. This is a little bit, well, Mad Maxy. It's intentionally Mad Maxy. I could have cut a proper piece of plastic out, but no. And I could have used better knobs, but no. Strat knobs gives it. It had to be there to fill in the fact that someone had dropped a hammer or something on it at some point. There was a big hole or a big dent, which is no longer there. But I'm finding the acoustic thing, which I'd just done basically because there was a hole in it, actually quite usable. It's not bad. It doesn't like the G string quite as much. Now maybe they are all coming out quite evenly. But I was thinking, if you're going to record, you're not really going to be recording, in a recording studio and stuff using, the £100 Squier. guitar. But if you're recording on your own or into the computer into like a wee 4-track or something like that, that's totally fine. I would use that just as a... I was thinking, it's like, you're better having two sources. If you've got a couple of inputs, what we'd do is record, like just put a mic on it and have that, and then have the two of them running in and have a stereo and mix it down, and you'll get a much better sound. I was going to say it's really useful for cleaning up the really, really harsh, or mellowing out the really, really harsh piezo pickup system, which, to be honest, I could actually fit it in this as well if you really wanted me to do that for extra judge. I think I've probably got one kicking about, but I mean, the piezo is... It's for, stage performance. I'm not sure how well... Depends how good your sound guys. I think it's probably fine. You see John Martin and stuff having like a Strat pickup sellotaped into a guitar, I think. As long... But a little bit more natural sounding than the piezo pickups you normally get in these things. And doesn't take a battery. Actually, I was thinking there, see, even if it didn't sound good, it's useful being able to plug it into a tuner rather than having a stupid clip-on thing. You can actually just plug it into whatever tuner it is you've got. But I'm quite liking also the idea of having it like with effects. It's got a wee bit of reverb on there. But you can't normally put on an acoustic guitar, so even if you've got the guitar turned down quite low, when it doesn't really sound like, I can't really hear it coming out the amp, I can only hear it coming from the guitar, you can hear the reverb coming from the amp. So I mean, an absolutely, and even this guitar on its own now, I don't even know how much these cost new. But I think it's modern technology. It's maybe not. I'm maybe giving it some character by putting this pickup in it. It's maybe a little bit lacking in, character and excitement. Just being a Squier Dreadnought. Now it's got the fancy pickup in it. It gives it something. But I mean, that's really the only thing wrong with it. I mean, it's like as your first guitar, beginner guitar. Totally. It's a proper guitar. It's not. I don't really feel there's any compromise. I suppose this would be running straight up against the Yamaha FG310. I think it's pretty much the same guitar. Same level. Mind you, I think a lot to do with acoustics is if you hear it recorded like here on YouTube and stuff like that, it's not going to sound that different. To me, this sounds like a great acoustic. I bet if I got Ronnie's Diastone through from next door, which sounds pure amazing, I bet it sounds a lot better. But for acoustic jams, gigging, sod it. So beginner, yes, start with this. The electric thing, you can just ignore it. Or it's good for plugging in a tuner, or if you've got a look pedal. For the camper type, the hippie beatnik, it's absolutely perfect. It's got electrics in it, doesn't need a battery, and you can plug it into an amp if anyone's got like a Roland Street Cube when you're out jamming away, or plug it into the hi-fi in your car probably, or into something. I don't know how well it would do like playing in front of a drum kit and stuff. You wouldn't do that with an acoustic though. I've never heard such a thing. What's going on? Alright. What the hell's going on? Oh God. I wish I'd stopped the video earlier. Not very many acoustic in it. I must have unplugged it when I thought it was going to be a 10-minute video, but it turned into a 20-minute video. So yeah, I'll probably just sell this. But kind of get carried away. When it's something good, if it wasn't good, wouldn't be able to do that. It'd be like a pure 5 minutes. Oh God, no, yeah, this is actually, I'm enjoying playing it. Maybe a very low expectations for it, but